Hello everyone! Today we are going to paint pears. This is another series of still life that I choose to show you how to paint in watercolor very easily. If you watch my previous videos, I usually begins with the wet on wet process. This technique allows us to use a wider range of color mixtures. In this project, we will focus on the warmer shade of green in our coloring. This color varies on how dense layering we apply and how it mixes with other colors. We need to keep adding layers to the wet pears, and when we're happy with the shading, we will wait until dry and start applying the textures like what we did here on the first pear. Notice that our model picture has the light shining on the left and dark shadows on the right. The light values are our guide to rendering the shapes and shading of our project. For our base color, we are using phthalo green, or yellow green will work as well, but apply cadmium yellow to the shadow area for a nice glowing effect. While our pear is still wet, keep working on the shapes, keep adding the colors like red and yellow in certain areas, so that it will give a preliminary washes of soft and harmonious results. Add another layer of colors for our pears and leave a portion of sunlight glow on the left. Remember, we have to emphasize the light value on the left and the dark value on the right side. Pear has a smooth but curvy surface, so it really doesn't matter if we have an uneven shading application. What matters is how you blend those colors from the light area to the dark area of our subject. When the pear surface is dry, start applying textures using sponge with a darker color of green like olive green or mixed green with burnt umber to your green pears. Also apply dark red or red-brown to your red pears. Keep adding darker colors as our layer to the shaded area of our pears. The intensity of the watercolor when dry is lighter. That's why you will see that we applied several layers to our pears. We should not be afraid of applying heavy colors, especially in the shaded areas, for this reason. Let's work on our details and shadow areas. Use yellow ochre with a dab of dark brown or burnt umber and a drop of green in our green pears, and a red brown or burnt sienna with a dab of burnt umber to red pears. Repeat the process until the right color is achieved. I love working on a subject that has obvious lights and dark shadow elements. This is what most artists love to paint because of color contrasting effects. This project also allows us to work more on the dry application. We are using a sponge as our material aid for a better impression to almost realistic textures of our pear. And this is for the final touch of our pear painting. See how these beautiful textures give a huge impact on our painting? It really looks great. So let's move on to our background. We will paint the wooden plate ornaments using burnt sienna and burnt umber and a little mixture of both for darker areas. We are also using a fan brush for the feather effect application and a filbert brush for the wall or curtain background. The way we apply for the filbert brush is by dry cross-hatching strokes. We will apply it lightly so it will show beautiful textures. Put more layers of different colors but choose harmonious colors that are already in our color palette. Apply heavier colors and heavier strokes in the darkest areas. We finished up our painting with dark shadows. We are using a mix of red and indigo to have an almost black effect. We layer the shadows twice or more in some areas to have a dark consistency, especially when it's dry. Okay guys, another project is done. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Please share and subscribe. You can see all my artworks at FineArtAmerica.com and look for jelly stars. Hope to see you next time, and thank you for watching.